All right, so checkpoint 9 in the power of conflict. It is titled word work. So this is our third word work. This one is word work 4. So we're going to click on word work 4 and it will bring us to our PowerPoint presentation. This word work looks very similar to word work 2 and word work 3. On slide 2, you're going to get a whole bunch of vocabulary words. You read the sentence over here, where it says example, and you guess at the definition of the vocabulary word and confirm using Google. Okay, so you guess at the definition and confirm using Google. If your definition is very similar to Google's definition, then you'll just keep your definition. If you were kind of off with your guess at the definition, please put the correct definition that you found on Google in these boxes. Okay, and you'll do the same for the homophones. Again, for the homophones, you'll come up with an image that is related to this way of spelling through, and you'll come up with an image and paste an image that is related to this way of spelling through. Okay, you have more modified Freyer models, so words that are similar, synonyms, words that are similar to commences, antonyms, words that are opposite of commences, and then you'll write your own sentence using the word commences. And if you're feeling up to it, you'll put an image that symbolizes that symbolizes the word commences. Okay, and you'll do that for each vocabulary word. So commences, scrounge, limelight, guzzle, and the last word is barely. Okay, so you'll do those for the Freyer models. Moving on, you have more morphemes and spelling. So this time our suffix is able and able. So the definition of that suffix is capable or worthy of. Examples, perishable, credible. So your job right here, you look at the spelling word. You know that the spelling rule, drop the final silent E before adding a suffix that begins with a vowel. Okay, so if you have compare, right? If the base words compare, the spelling word's comparable. We know that the base words compare because you added an able or able, at the end, right? So we know that the able is added after you take out the E, after you drop the E, right? So comparable, the base word is compare. So you're identifying the base word for each of the spelling words. So agreeable, maybe agree. Okay, that's a hint. And you'll do it for the next 3 here. For practicing morphemes and spelling, what you're going to do, it's simple. You just retype the spelling word across the row. So you'll retype comparable, agreeable, legible, and so on. For the practice with morphemes and spelling, you're just identifying whether the word is positive, has a positive connotation, or a negative connotation. So my mom is a dependable person. I can always count on her. That sounds positive. If I can always count on her, and that's what dependable means, that sounds positive. So I'll type dependable down here. Your attitude is horrible. You need to stop thinking so negative all the time. Oh, well, that's a negative connotation. That's a negative word. So I'm going to put horrible over here and so on. Okay. Now, our grammar that we're working on is we are working on subject and predicate. Okay. Simple and complete subjects, and we are working with predicates. Okay. So you'll read over this grammar. So every sentence has a subject and a predicate, which together express a complete thought. So the subject is what tells who or what the sentence is about. The subject tells who or what the sentence is about. And the predicate tells what the subject does or has. It can also tell what the subject is or is like. So if our subject is sunlight, the predicate shone through the cracks in the old shed, right? Sunlight shone through the cracks in the old shed. So our subject is sunlight. That's what the sentence is about. And the predicate is what's happening with regards to the subject. It shines through the cracks in the old shed. So here you'll identify the predicate, I believe, and you'll identify. So it says here, identify the underlined parts or parts of each of the following sentences as the subject or the predicate. Okay, so what is this? Is this the subject or the predicate? That looks like the subject, right? That's what the sentence is about. So you'd write the White House, okay? Okay, and then you'll keep going and